Hey there, it's another beautiful day. Let's watch some stuff.
The golden tripods were another AI invention of Hephaestus. These robots were described as self-moving cauldrons that move on their own by rolling on wheels, similar to robot vacuum cleaners, self-driving cars, or even R2-D2 from Star Wars. According to the Iliad, Thetis, mother of Achilles, visits the Greek god Hephaestus at his workspace. While there, she marvels at these self-rolling cauldrons, pressing the work on 20 three-legged cauldrons, an array to ring the walls inside his mansion. He'd bolted golden wheels to the legs of each, so all on their own speed. At a nod from him, they could roll to the halls, where the gods convene, then roll right home again, a marvel to behold. In the ancient Greek writings known as the Odyssey, King Eklinos is protected by robot dogs, created by Hephaestus. As depicted in the Odyssey, the robot dogs were made out of gold and silver, fashioned by Hephaestus in his craftsmanship and cunning. If people in ancient Greece could see the robot dogs currently being made by Boston Dynamics, they would boldly assume that these robots are the creation of Hephaestus.
How cool is that? So there was actually written word of machines, like robots, things that moved on their own for, just by him going, go that way, and then it does. So there was like ancient artificial intelligence or ancient technology, but it's from our civilization, not a previous advanced civilization, from our civilization. And that's pretty damn cool.
A terrifying hidden doorway was just seen on Mars for the first time ever. Now NASA is wondering if there could be a hidden base located on Mars. Worse yet, who could have created it? This image was posted to NASA's website on May 8th and appears to show a strange doorway a short distance away from the Mars rover. The secret cave entrance had many conspiracy theorists believing that someone had set up a base on Mars long before NASA developed the Mars rover. In reality, we don't know what could have created this mysterious cave. The doorway looks far too perfect for it to have not been created by intelligent life on Mars. But it's also possible it's a simple case of pareidolia. Follow for more creepy true stories.
So pareidolia is like giving it some interpretation and saying this is what it is, like it's meaningful, when it's actually something that could just be anomalous or it happened naturally. It was a naturally occurring thing. But I am totally in favor of bases on Mars because I like that kind of stuff. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by today. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover, please let me know down in the comments below. If you're having a good time, hit that like button and consider subscribing, and then come back tomorrow, because I'm making a new video every day.
Yeah. Underground, completely underground, without having to come up. And there's turnoffs. You need security clearances to get through these turnoffs. They go into other bases. They go into other areas and, secret places you can't go.
And what do they do there?
They do a lot of things. I can tell you one thing. They have 2 sets of elevators. And my security clearance got me down to the main elevator, which is as big as Manhattan. I mean, it's as big as Manhattan. It's unbelievable. They have acres of farmland with lights and
Farmland underground.
Underground. They run the lights off nuclear.
Underground.
Yeah, grow food. They have livestock. I mean, everything. Yeah, they have everything. They have bench shafts. They have everything. But the 2 sets of elevators I was telling you about, my clearance, I can only go down to the main hub. Then there was another set of elevators that brought you down further. And a bunch of friends of mine would tell me stories about that.
Can you tell us anything about those stories?
Yeah, I can tell you what they told me. What they told me is there's actual aliens, greys.
Wait.
Aliens.
What was the word, greys?
Greys. And also there's another kind. There's different species that they talk about. There's greys, there's reptilians, all different kinds.
A gray is a type of alien.
Right. It's not really it's not really an alien. It's a drone. It's not really it's like an organic drone. That's exactly what it is.
What does that mean, an organic drone?
It's not a living thing. It's in living tissue, but it's a drone. They're not real.
So I'm not even going to address the fact that there are these underground military bases because I'm pretty much 100% sold on that. I agree. I think it's totally, they're there. Okay? And the point that really got me was that the Greys aren't actually aliens. They're drones. Now, I don't know if they're drones for these other species that he's talking about that are down in these bases, or if they're like the government drones, because you know how there's that theory that all of the alien abductions are faked. Maybe that's like their little puppets, and that's the ones that they send in to go and pretend to abduct people. I mean, I believe that there actually are aliens. I'm just saying that goes kind of along with that theory, doesn't it?
Did you know about a secret organization called Majestic 12? Often referred to as MJ-12, believed by some conspiracy theorists to have been formed in 1947 by an executive order from U.S. President Harry Truman. Allegedly composed of scientists, military officials, and government leaders, MJ-12's purpose is thought to be the management of extraterrestrial-related matters, including the cover-up of UFO crashes like Roswell. Proponents claimed leaked documents as evidence of MJ-12's existence, detailing its involvement in secretive research and control over classified information related to UFOs and aliens. Today still some believe the media is being manipulated by this group when they talk about UFOs and alien existence. What do you think?
They're basically just Men in Black. Like, you think of the movie, that's pretty much what these dudes did, you know. They're mitigating any kind of alien material getting out, or probably releasing some of the material that they wanted to release a little bit at a time so that we desensitize the population to aliens and stuff like that. So, yeah. Men in Black.
Here we have all the methods. Some of these are common sense, but every one of these are ones I have encountered and investigated personally with geniuses, engineering geniuses and physics geniuses, but strategically impaired inventors. Black shelving. So someone comes along, they offer you $20 million for your device. It's a corporation. They put it on a shelf. Boom. National security orders. We're going to show you one from a man we just met with. Patent seizures. Financial entanglements from investors because they're doing their whole business and legal strategy wrong. Legal entanglements where they end up in court. Threats to the individuals. I had a guy under contract building one. All you had to do is have some thugs come in and say, you, your wife, you're dead, you stop this. And he stopped.
Ever since I'd learned what black shelving is, I was trying to find other videos that were about it and said the words black shelving, but I kept getting pictures of black shelves. So I finally found this with Dr. Greer talking about how the government actually does that. Like, you get a patent and they're like, oh, let me buy it off of you. And then they just put it on the shelf. Metaphorical shelf. It's not a black shelf. Or they strong arm people, but it's not just the government. It's also other companies.
The more powerful the agency, the more powerful the group, the more powerful the cartel, the more they will resort not only to legal means, but to extra legal means to suppress their competition. For example, the greatest espionage in the world is industrial espionage between one corporation and another right here in America. They're the ones that hire all the spies and the spooky equipment and everything like that by far more than the intel agents do. And it's not one cartel. So there are many, many groups in energy, and each of those has become very powerful in its own area, and each one does not wish to see simple little electrical taps pulling out enormous energy from the vacuum. They would much rather see you burning a lot more oil and so forth.
So there's something nefarious afoot. It kind of makes sense from I'm threatening oil monopoly and things like that. I said pretty early on, the problem is suppression. It wasn't really how do I make a free energy machine. It's how do I not get suppressed? Because what's the point? If you make it, you're just going to get clobbered.
So it's not just the government. It's other companies. And I know I've said it's big oil before, and it's like the electric company and things like that. But it's other companies just kind of picking at each other, going, no, you can't do this. That's different. We're gonna shut you down. And they strong arm them and stuff. So it's dumb. It frustrates me. It infuriates me. And I love talking about it, even though it makes me so mad.
Far above the Earth, amidst the silent vastness of space, the SOHO satellite, designed to watch the sun, captures something inexplicable. On a night like any other, its sensors suddenly spike. A fleeting glimpse of a ghostly apparition darting across the cosmos. It glows unnaturally bright, moving in patterns that defy known physics. The object appears and disappears within seconds, leaving behind a trail of spectral light and a bundle of data that seems almost encoded. Each replay reveals eerie, whisper-like sounds embedded within the transmission. Are we truly alone, or is something reaching out? Is it a warning, a greeting, or a prelude to something more sinister? What do you think happened next?
So I looked some things up, and I hate when I do that because it's always disappointing because I don't look well enough, and I see like multiple things that contradict what I want it to say, and then I stop. So apparently this satellite's actually been out in space for like 30 years now, and it's been like in between Earth and the sun. It's just chilling there doing its thing, still sending back information. And I don't know if it actually saw anything because I couldn't find anything, and then I stopped looking. So you know who you are. Tell me what you find.
Have y'all seen this glitch yet? Yo, y'all gotta see this. This is in Los Angeles, California. I was just there. Now, I seen some weird stuff in LA, but this by far has got to be one of the weirdest. It's literally a glitch, y'all. She's not moving. Look, and you gotta see, there's a guy that comes right by her, and it doesn't even faze her, y'all. She literally stands there for like a whole minute.
That's actually really concerning.
I don't know what's going on. The only thing that's moving is the bag, y'all. Look at that. Look, the only thing that's moving is the bag.
Oh my god.
No, seriously, this is a glitch. Like, no one is standing that perfect with their legs crossed. I'm just being.
Look at this guy.
Bro, what's going on? Ooh. Now watch. Watch this guy come around. Watch this guy come around, and it doesn't even faze her. Watch this. Look at that, y'all. Bro, she doesn't even turn her head. Bro. Look. Oh my God, bro. This game is breaking down. Look at what the hell? Do you think her player dropped the remote, y'all? Cause you know we're in a video game. And this matrix is getting weird more and more every single day, y'all.
Okay, that was a trip. She was just standing there. Like you could see the bag moving and everything moving around her. At first I thought it was edited, but things are moving around her and the bag in her hand was moving. And it makes me wonder, how long was she standing there like that before those people decided, we should be recording this. Look at this. Look at what's going on. That is so weird. Now I know there's certain like illicit things that people can take, but it makes them freeze up, but I've never seen them stand just like that. Usually in the videos that I see, they're like slunched over, right? And just a disaster. She was like, and then snapped out of it. What on earth? That's crazy. I don't know what the heck's going on. It's a glitch in the matrix.
Imagine a city so overwhelmed by a foul stench that it spurred a complete overhaul of its infrastructure. Welcome to London in the summer of 1858, during what became known as the Great Stink. As temperatures soared, the River Thames, heavily polluted with raw sewage, emitted an unbearable odor that permeated the air, affecting daily life for all Londoners. The stench was so pervasive that it disrupted parliamentary sessions, forcing lawmakers to address the crisis. This led to the implementation of a comprehensive sewage system designed by engineer Joseph Bazalgette. His innovative design drastically improved public health and laid the groundwork for modern urban sanitation, transforming London from a city plagued by disease to a model of public hygiene.
So unfortunately, before plumbing, anywhere that lived next to a river would pollute the river. Like everything would just be thrown in the river or in the water just because that's the way that it was done. And the poor River Thames just got so full of it that it just started to stink. So I'm glad they got it all figured out. Yay, plumbing, right?
Craziest things found under the ice on Earth. In Alaska, 2005, scientists find an ancient bacteria that had been completely frozen in the ice for roughly 32,000 years. To make matters even creepier, This bacteria came back to life after being thawed, with astrobiologist Richard Hoover claiming they immediately started swimming when the ice melted. In the Italian Alps, 1991, scientists uncover Ötzi the Iceman. This mummy is a naturally mummified corpse of a man who died around 3300 BC. He also had an arrow sticking out of his back. In Antarctica, 2016, mysterious pyramid-shaped mountains were discovered, which led to many theorists believing that there used to be a thriving civilization in Antarctica before eventually getting wiped out. In Antarctica, in 2016 and 2017, many giant mysterious holes were found in the ice. These holes were found in the Weddell Sea, and one covered an area of 31,000 square miles, making it roughly the size of Maine. In Argentina, 1999, the sacrificed Inca mummy girl and children were found, one being a teenage girl, and the two children are believed to be 6 or 7 years old, and it is thought they were sacrificed for the Inca gods.
I literally pulled that clip for the very first bit, but the rest of that was absolutely fantastic. I love learning about stuff that we dig up or find under ice and other things that reveal secrets of our history, and it's so much fun to learn new stuff. On that note, I'm calling it for today. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Come on back tomorrow. We're gonna watch some different stuff. I'll say new things, and it's gonna be fantastic. Until then, have a wonderful day.